Danny Acosta for Fight Magazine here with UFC lightweight Antonio McKee. Antonio, coming off the big knockout, was that really the performance that you've been waiting for to show people that you're UFC bound and really make the statement and have momentum coming into the UFC?
Well, you know what? I'm going to keep it short and sweet because now I'm in the big arena where, they say the best fighters in the world are. I feel I'm one of the best fighters in the world, but that was just a little bit of what I could do, and I put the wager up that if the fight went past the second round that I would retire. So it didn't make it 4 minutes into the first round. So I think now people are taking me a little bit more serious. But like I told them before, I'm the baddest nigga on the planet. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to be an arrogant, cocky guy, but until I get my ass kicked, I'm going to continue to do what I do and in an aggressive, primarily dominant style. I mean, let's see. I fight Volkmann January 1st. I'm looking forward to that. I'd like to thank, Dana White and Sil for bringing me in, but they just brought in a can of whoop ass because that's what's going down now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no reason to be safe anymore. Now it's about fighting. So I'm just looking forward to it, man. I can't wait to get a piece of Volkmann.
In addition to being one of the baddest men on the planet, you're also the star of a reality show, The McKees. You talk about, your show and your role on The McKees.
Well, okay, see, it's kind of funny because when I'm in fight mode, like I tell my kids, they see a lot of interviews that I do, and they say, Daddy, why you keep saying you're a nigga and this and this and this? Because what it takes for me to get in that ring and open up and be aggressive and be that mean guy, I have to bring the nigga out of me. And that's a lot of pain and hurt and suffering, so of diligence. But at the same time, we can use a positive measure of the word nigger, but I'd rather say nigga because that's more meaningful to me, is a term of endearment and loyalties and struggles and tribulations of just what I've been through. So I have passion for it. And then on the McKees Untamed is just, this is who I am. I mean, when people saw the Antonio McKee cribs, they saw a different side of me. When they see me interact with kids and go speak at these high-risk preventions with these at-risk kids, they go, wait a minute, this isn't the same character. And I just want people to know that this is who I am. Come into my life. Don't judge me by an interview or by what someone told you, because if you ask people that know me, they'll tell you I'm probably one of the nicest guys on the planet. But I do have a street history and street credit, so you can't take that away from me, and I don't run from it, but I use it to motivate and build kids that are coming up just like that, because they could end up like me. With the right discipline and control, I probably could have been in the UFC 5, 6, 7 years ago. Unfortunately, I had to learn the hard way, but that's the way most niggas like me do it.
So what pain and suffering and things do you tap into to bring that out in you?
Well, just the struggles, and just how I see things and what I've been through, and just the long wait for me to get into the UFC, knowing that this is the major frontier for me as far as I'm concerned. I don't really like going details because I don't want that stuff to be used against me, because I am an aggressive anger fighter. If you piss me off, you'll get the best out of me. If you're my friend, I don't have the same mentality. So, of course, Alex Zavedo said a lot of mean things. I've never attacked a fighter mean like that, and he said a lot of things that pissed me off, and that's what brings the best out of me. So when you piss me off, you're going to get what you saw my last fight. And, with the UFC being the way they are as far as building a fighter, I mean, what guy has more charismatic personality and perseverance than me? I'm not bragging. This is what I do for confidence. I don't have a big entourage of groupies running around me. It's always been me alone and me in my own little world. So I created a character, and that character is my subconscious.
The Mandingo?
No, well, it depends which one. ADD runs all through me. So in Canada, it was El Negro, the storm that came from California. And people say, El Negro. Yeah, that was a storm that came from California, Mexico, over into Canada. And now I think I'm going to let the UFC give me a nickname. After my first fight with Volkmann, I think I'll go back and ask people, what do you want to call me after a fight like that? And kind of let my character go from there.
Are you in a Jake Shields kind of position? Do you feel that you're someone who waited and came in at the right time, after establishing a lot in your career?
Well, when you say Jake Shields, I don't even think you can compare me and my personality and my marketable as far as Jake Shields, and, just the whole package. Despite we have a lot of similarities, Jason's real boring, this and that I heard, but whatever, that's no matter what people are saying. Fact is, he's in the UFC, he pulled off a win, and he's good at what he does, until someone can beat him in there. I mean, I don't really see being compared, not in a bad way to Jake Shields, but I'm on a whole nother level, bro. I mean, people are crazy. Do they think I just learned how to throw elbows? I mastered a lot of stuff that will be exposed in the UFC. I think I'll make Volkmann look like he's never fought before. It'll look like he's 11-2 and I'm 30 and what I am. Just what is he going to do to me that really I haven't seen? He says he thinks he's a better wrestler than me. You must ain't done your homework on me, brother. Because you know what? When it comes to wrestling, there is no one better than me in MMA right now. The only person come close is Mo Law.
What's going to be harder for the UFC to handle, Antonio McKee the fighter or Antonio McKee the personality?
Well, I think, being that I'm a team player, and I think everybody knows I'm a team player, I just need to kind of understand how the UFC wants things done, and then I will adjust my personality to make the UFC be prideful to have a guy like me representing the UFC and wearing that belt. I don't want, if they don't like me saying the word nigga, whatever, then I'll take that out because that doesn't make Antonio McKee. The person that makes Antonio McKee is the person that you'll see on the McKee Untamed, the father, the mentor, the coach. That's the person that makes Antonio McKee. We all got loose lips and say things for attention. Of course, I get a lot of attention. I get a lot of black people that goes, why do you use the word nigger? And da-da-da-da-da-da. It's such a bad word. But to me, it's not a bad word. And then, of course, I stand behind the image of the UFC, so I have to do what's going to uphold the UFC's integrity. And sometimes I may have to put my pride to the side, which I don't have a problem with that. You see what I was doing with the MFC. That guy will tell you he loved me as a champion. He just wished I'd have been a little bit more exciting like I did the last fight. But I was like, I need a little bit more money. You know what I mean? I'm an older guy out here, and I'm just saying pay me, and I will put on a show. I'll do stuff that they ain't never seen in there because I'm that athletic, and people who know me know. And you guys only seeing a portion of that guy.
January 1st, what could Jacob Volkmann and the fans expect from Antonio McKee?
Well, a very explosive, aggressive fight because, as you know, I'm a very strategic guy when I fight. I study my opponents very well, and I see a lot of loopholes in Volkmann's game, and I don't think he's met anybody stronger than him or as strong as him. He's a family man. I respect that. He goes to work every day. He's got a beautiful family. He's got kids. I just don't think he's ready to jump in the jungle with me, man. I'm on some whole other level of this. I'm like, I want to just break his neck, his nose, his arm, whatever I hit or whatever I grab. I'm on some other level right now. And you know what? I'm glad that I'm on this level because it's going to definitely show the fans. I'm going to give them what they want. And at the end of the fight, I'm going to ask them, are you not entertained? The last 3 fights, look at it. What it's been. It's been a dislocated shoulder, torn elbow. The fight right after that, it's been staples in the forehead, stitches on the other side. I mean, I'm on a destruction path right now, so.
Antonio McKee.